You're probably about to start your Gohighlevel SaaS agency, but your website looks something like this, which is one of those bad templates Gohighlevel gives us. So I'm going to show you how we created a better version of a Gohighlevel website for SaaS agencies. So you're probably looking at your template from Gohighlevel and you're looking at it and it kind of sucks, right? It's not conveying trust. It looks really outdated, boring, especially for a SaaS agency. This is not going to cut it. We're competing with websites like Webflow, with SaaS companies like Flossy, which is Imran Gadget's company. And so these look way better. I'll show you what our website looks like. And so if you compare this website that we built with the templates that Gohighlevel gives you, there's just like a huge difference, night and day. And so I'll show you how we built this website. I'm going to show you the psychology as well behind building a good website. And so the first thing is the hero section. If you look at this website, we have a bit of animation, we have some motion, and it could be something very small like the text, but we want to captivate the person that lands on your website. And because people have such short attention span right now, having something little like this is going to engage them to keep scrolling. It's going to make them want to keep looking at your website. If they look at something like this, they're going to click off and they're going to buy from somebody else. And so if we look at most of the companies, right, most of the best SaaS websites out there right now, they have some sort of motion, right? If you guys see here, there's like some stuff pushing down. There's like some color that makes you want to keep scrolling, right? It piques the curiosity. Let's look at Flossy right now. So what they've done is they have something similar, which is the text. It changes, right? A super app for coaches, consultants, right? It's like very subtle, but it makes you want to keep scrolling. So another one is Notion. So let's take a look at their website. It has animation with their text. It kind of shows up. Let's take a look at one more, right? If we look at this photo, it animates it a little bit. And so these are great examples of how to incorporate motion in your hero section. And the second thing that is really important with your hero section is making something that incentivizes people to scroll. If you notice, we've done something very subtle with the color of the background, which is gradient from black to a lighter blue, which is going to make people subconsciously want to keep scrolling, right? I want to keep seeing what's below. And if you scroll subtly, it'll change back to black. And so that's something very conscious we've done that I've seen other websites have done as well. And I'll show you how they have done so. First one here, what they've done is something really cool, which is showing you a little bit of the next section, which makes you want to keep scrolling to find out what the rest of the section looks like. Something similar with the gradient of the background, right? If I keep scrolling, the background keeps changing color and then I see the next section. And so these are things that we can incorporate into our website to make people want to keep checking out and converting into a client, right? Same thing with my mind. I see some of the stuff, I see some motion, I can see this element peaking, and so if I keep scrolling down, it's going to reveal the rest. So those are just a few examples of how you can incorporate motion, colors, and then elements to make people scroll to the next section. Let's take a look at our next section, which is scale your business easily, and you'll see some cool graphics. So these cool graphics we created with Photoshop, and this is very standard with SaaS websites. So I'll show you Flossy. They've done some of this like cool graphic design as well, right? If I keep scrolling down, they have some cool graphic design down here. Some stuff with Infinity AI. This is something we've incorporated into our website. So if you look at this, it looks really cool. And then if we keep scrolling down, there's some graphic designs we've created to highlight some of the features, right? Something really important you should incorporate in your SaaS website for your Gohighlevel agency. The next thing I'm looking at is a section we created kind of highlighting all the benefits Gohighlevel has, all the main features they offer. And so if you're somebody that has, short attention span, you quickly want to find out, does this SaaS do what I need it to do? You can just quickly scroll and it's going to reveal all the features really quickly, right? So if you're somebody looking for a SaaS that can create websites and funnels, I can clearly see it. And I'm like, okay, this is something that could help my business. If you're somebody like a coach looking to build a course, a community, I can quickly scroll scroll, okay, they can build courses and communities. Amazing. It has a really cool effect that we created with code as well. So if you see as I scroll through each box, it reveals a light blue underneath, which is kind of just interactive, better user experience. If we keep scrolling down, I just have some of the sections, some of the features in more detail, right? So if we're talking about you missed a call from a client, you can set a missed call text back with Gohighlevel. If you're trying to build a website, you can launch your website in just 3 clicks, which is a template library that Gohighlevel offers. So it's something that we should highlight. But if we keep scrolling down, something huge is like coaches, people that use Gohighlevel to charge people through Stripe. They want to make sure that it integrates, right? That you can send invoices, create recurring invoices as well. Something really cool is like as you hover over each photo, it zooms in a little bit. So it adds again to that experience, right? So if we look at other websites, Linktree has something really cool, right? As I'm scrolling and hovering over elements, they kind of move a little bit. It adds to the experience of this website. So if we take a look at this one, really cool animations, and I can keep scrolling, checking out all the different features, and it just makes it like a way better experience compared to this type of website, which looks outdated, boring, and if you're running a SaaS agency, it would be kind of like almost like an insult, you know, showing clients this type of website. Be like, come on, you're running a SaaS agency and you're showing me this is the website that you guys have. I'm not gonna trust the business, right? So if you guys are curious how this element was created, it's just 2 sections side by side with photos, and we added code to make it zoom in a little bit as you hover over the photo. If you're curious as to how we did this code, just go into your Notion doc for you guys that have it, and it's already there, so you guys can add this to your websites right now. So if we keep scrolling down, we have the photo here, which is just graphic design that I created on Photoshop. But the next section, which I think is really important for your SaaS agency website, is conveying trust, having proof. So as a potential customer, I want to buy a product that gives me trust, that I'm buying something of high quality that I can trust, that works, that is going to help me accomplish whatever I want with this specific software. If I scroll down, we incorporated this, which is very subtle, which is subconscious, that is like, it already connects with the tools that you're using. If you're somebody like myself who uses Stripe to charge my customers, and I see that this integrates with Stripe, integrates with Google, Instagram, Facebook, all of the platforms that I already use, that I already trust, it's going to subconsciously make your SaaS more trustworthy. And so we've incorporated this, which if you look at Webflow as well, I believe they have something similar. You know, maybe these are companies they've worked with, right? I recognize a lot of these, right? Upwork, Discord, New York Times, Philips, Vice. This is something that subconsciously builds trust. So if you're looking at this website, you've never heard about them, the website looks bad, looks kind of crappy, kind of scammy, there's no proof, there's no trust, no partners, then the likelihood you're going to trust them is very low, right? So we want to build that trust. And as you guys know, the benefit of running a SaaS agency with Gohighlevel is that they already integrate with big companies, and so we can showcase that to make people trust us. If you're curious about how we created this banner that moves, which you can't do really with Gohighlevel websites, we also use code as well, which you guys can check out in the Notion doc as well. The last thing when it comes to pricing is having just something really clean, something simple with your pricing. A lot of websites do it similarly. So if we go here and we go to pricing, they'll show like the 3 different plans that they use. In this scenario, they have 5, but it's just something very standard across industries. And so if we go here, we go to pricing, it's probably going to look something very similar. So pricing, we wanted to keep it very standard. You can have like 3 different plans. For ours, we just went ahead with 2 pricing plans. Lastly, we have a quick FAQ. People that are just about to sign up, but they have a couple questions that maybe a lot of people have, is like, oh, if I sign up, do I get a free trial? If you have a SaaS agency, you can set this up in your SaaS configurator in Gohighlevel, but it's something that people might be curious about. How do I cancel? If I don't like the software and I give you guys a try, but I'm not sure about it, how do I cancel, right? Stuff that makes people a little bit hesitant to sign up. We can answer those questions here at the bottom. What this looks like when people click start now is just going to take them to the pricing page, kind of similar to what I just showed you in the home section, which is just the pricing. So if people click pricing, they're about to sign up. We just want them to be focused on clicking start now and signing up. And again, just a quick FAQ if you have a couple questions. The last page within our website so that people can sign up to the SaaS, and it's just a quick 2-step order. And so if we compare our website, which took us a couple of weeks to build this whole website, it just looks way more professional. It looks like we're innovative, that we know what we're doing, and it conveys trust to clients. And so if you guys are looking to start your SaaS agency, I would recommend not using their templates. Invest a little bit of time into building your website. If you don't want to build your website from scratch and you don't want to deal with coding and creating all this stuff and the animations, the graphic design, all that stuff, you can also get this template from our website, which you can buy as well. But that being said, I'll see you on my next video.